There is an old Gujarati metaphor of the musk deer, Kasturi mrug potanij sugandh shodva akhu jangal bhatke chhe. The deer wanders searching for a scent that actually originates from within its own body. We often spend our lives in a similar outward pursuit, ignoring the source of the very consciousness we are using to search. We habitually claim ownership over our biology. We say, "My mind is racing," or "My eyes see," as if we are the ones intentionally directing every thought and every photon. The Kena Upanishad, a text from the Sama Veda, begins by challenging this sense of ownership. Its name, Kena, is a question. By whom? It asks us to look past the external world and focus on the internal mechanics. It asks who is actually operating the equipment we call the self. If we are not the ones manually beating our hearts or firing our neurons, the internal world becomes a mystery to be investigated, rather than a territory we have already conquered.
Om Kainishitam Patati Preshitam Manaha. The first question concerns the mind. By whose desire or by what impulse does the mind chase after its objects? The second looks at the prana. Who commands the breath to sustain our physical life? Next, the student asks about speech. Who is providing the power and meaning behind the words we speak? Finally, what divine force connects the eyes to light and the ears to sound? These 4 questions serve to isolate our daily functions, thinking, breathing, speaking, and perceiving, and point out that none of them are initiated by our conscious will. This distinction becomes clear when we look at the physical body at the end of life. A body can still have perfectly formed eyes and ears, yet the ability to see and hear has vanished. The Kena Upanishad views the physical organs as sadhano, instruments. A camera is a sophisticated tool, but the lens does not decide what to photograph. That capacity belongs to the one behind the lens. This shifts our focus to the sanchalak, the operator. We're invited to look past the physical machinery and identify the presence making the machinery work. The biological structure provides the architecture for our daily experience, but it does not account for the experience itself. The Kena Upanishad identifies this animating force as the Brahmatattva, or Atmatattva, the supreme consciousness. It is the awareness that lies behind the thought, the breath, and the vision. When we recognize that we aren't the primary cause of our own breathing or thinking, the pressure to control every aspect of our existence begins to lessen. The I is no longer the sole bearer of every action. This realization provides a logical path toward a more balanced life. If we are instruments of a larger consciousness, we can act without the constant tension of personal ego, leading to a lifestyle that is naturally more composed. The practice is to maintain this curiosity in our everyday routines, to look at our own movements and recognize the presence of the consciousness that allows them to happen.
आओ, अपनी भीतर रहेली ए परम चेतना ने ओळखવાનો प्रयास करिए. Let us try to recognize that supreme consciousness residing within us. Astu. Dhanyavad. Om Shantihi Shantihi Shantihi.